Next up on to the Thunder Hill Speedway is round number two for the junior wing division. And your heat racing lineup will look like this. On the inside of row number one, that's Charlie Wolbeck in 7C, and to the outside, it's Bentley Halopka in 99. Inside of row number two, it's Reise Smith in 44, and to the outside, it's Luke Patterson in 15 JR. Inside of row number three, it's Kaleb Knopps in 95, and to the outside, it's Abigail Blazel in 29. Inside of row number four, it's Jackson Helland in 2.0. And the outside, it's Parker Frolic in the win 1. Wolbeck and Halopka will set the pace for heat race number 1 in round number 2 for the junior wing division here on night number 1 of the Wisconsin State Championships. Wolbeck and Halopka bring us back underway for heat race number 1 of round number 2. We've got a gaggle of cars in the back, side by side. The winner of that one was Frolic in the win 1. Frolic picks up that 5th spot from 9th. From the 8th position. Leading out front, that's the 7C. It's Charlie Wolbeck. We'll go side by side for the 2nd spot. Give it to Halopka, but here comes Smith once again to the outside. Frolic now takes over that 5th position once again from Helland. Now Smith to the inside of Halopka. Smith will take the spot in 44. Wolbeck leading in 7C with 4 down, 4 to go. Smith now starting to reel in that 7C, the lead down to just under half of a second. Halopka still right in the tire tracks of Reise Smith in the 3rd spot. It's Bentley Halopka in the 4th position. Kaleb Knopps running in the 4th spot. Parker Frolic in 5th. Jackson Helland in 6th. Abigail Blazel 7th, and Luke Patterson will go nose to tail down the backstretch into turn number 3. The white flag is out, the checkered flag flies on that lap. Give the top spot to Charlie Wolbeck in 7C, Reise Smith in 2nd, Bentley Halopka 3rd, Kaleb Knopps 4th, Parker Frolic 5th, Jackson Helland 6th, Abigail Blazel in 7th, and Luke Patterson rounding out the field.
My 2 passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers that certified Angus beef. We know what our beef is continuously, and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life, and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.